Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Magical Mixture Mill. Give me just a moment and we'll get right into the game here. Alright, so where did I leave off? Um, Looks like I have a bunch of things that I've smelted over the night. No potions to speak of at the moment. A lot of bottles getting ready to be made, as usual. Let me check my quests here. So we've got our main quest, which I'm still working on. And we only have 2 side quests at this point. So I guess I must have gotten a lot of those complete uh, last time. We need deep slumber potions for the necromancer. And levitation and true sight potions for Carla. Also looks like I still have a bridge to fix. Okay, so let's just have a look here. I guess I've just completed their level 15 quests. A couple of them have already been completed, and Cecil, of course, is trailing far behind at level 11. Hopefully he will be able to catch up, but we'll see. As far as potions I have available, looks like I have my basic ones here, and a few of the tier 2 potions. I don't think anyone except maybe Zambi? No. Nobody can get tier 3 potions yet. And I think, yeah, last time I figured out everything, or the ingredients to every type of potion. Still haven't perfected anything yet, of course, but we'll get to that. Looks like I have 4 out of 5 of each type except mind, which I have all 5. I'm still missing an edible of some sort. Probably haven't just found the right place to get it, but we'll see as we go. I do also want to take a look at some of these new pieces of equipment that I've obtained, and also maybe even upgrading a lot of this stuff, because at least the ones that I can. Um, just because I think I've been kind of lax about it. Uh, Probably, well, in most cases. This one seems I have most everything. And I suppose part of the reason I couldn't do that was the tier 3 potions. So I will now be able to do some of that. As far as what I have left for myself, import-wise, let me see here. I haven't done much, I guess. Just a bunch of stone to turn into glass, a bunch of sticks. Although I do have... Maybe I was going to do something here with like a green and yellow and a green and blue, perhaps. Just grab those and make those potions, just in case that's what I was actually doing. Our bottles are in here. We have used up, I believe, all of the iron quality bottles. Yeah. So, just have tier 3 bottles, which is okay. However, I should also think about, like, oh, I suppose I have normal bottles coming in uh, out here. So I've got like another 100 bottles coming in every day out here. So that should be fine. Alright, me see here. So, oops. First things first. Want a green and the blue over here. And then we'll have a green and a yellow one here. So we'll get those going right away. As for everything else, we'll fill this up with that. This one as well. And of course, provide enough sticks to keep them going. The rest of the sticks can go over here somewhere. I think in this one. That'll get this stuff smelting up. Do I have anything else to smelt? I do have a lot of charcoal. Maybe I should not worry about sticks as much. Why do I have so much charcoal in here? Oh, there is a quest, I think, to export charcoal for something. And then a bunch of smelted stuff in here. Oh, but I have a lot more stuff in here to go through. So we're currently working on copper. I'll throw the iron in as well. And then the rest of it can go in later. Alright, was this the right one? I guess. Must have run out of room in the other chest for smelted stuff. That's fine. Okay, so just pick a few of these up and put them on the shelf just so that the customers have something to buy. Cat's eye and agility looks like is what I was working on. I'll pet the cat. And what else? What else? I suppose working towards some of these quests. So like, obviously tier 2 potions are 2 essences put into the distiller. And aim for a prime essence tag, which I'm guessing require things like this. So, like the healing mushrooms should make a prime essence. So, mixing one of those with a tier 2 ingredient, I suppose it wouldn't be just a normal healing potion or anything like that. It'd have to be something like a rejuvenation. Let me check these notes again. And it would have to be a tier 2 because potency, or 2 potency ones will still only make sad potion. Is that what matters? Maybe not. A tier 2 potion. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I can do a tier 2 potion that will qualify for the quest. So like, the mana potion also has a prime essence. So if I were to combine the 2 tier 1 things that have prime essence on them, I would assume that the result would also be a prime essence. So let me do that real quick. Let me just get a bit of a test going here. So for here, we probably have a few mushrooms that we haven't harvested anytime recently. So just grab, good 19 of them real quick. And then we'll head over to the quarry and grab a bunch of this mage stuff. So I'll just do like that real quick. I don't need too much. I'm just experimenting after all. Technically, I suppose I only needed one of each, but whatever. I can always sell the rest of it. And, you know, if it is what I need, then that's less I have to gather for the final product. Alright. Also, I'm going to switch the hat. I've been wearing this one a little bit. Let's, lapis head. Just an orb. Sure, why not? Let's go with this for a bit. Alright, let me pick all these up and put them on the shelf. Looks like we almost ran out of the cat's eye. Alright, so I suppose I also need a bottle of some sort to put these in. So I'll just grab these. So if I just take one of these here, just use one bottle, and one of these. And that should make a tier 2 rejuvenation potion with prime essence. If it doesn't, then I'll have to figure out what I did wrong. Doesn't. Okay. So then, I have to figure out what I've done wrong. Oops, that's not what I want. Okay, is it mixing? No, that's just generic stuff. So, achieve this mixture modifier, the correct essence must be dominant in terms of potency. Okay, so I'm guessing that means it has to have a higher potency than the other ingredients. So I would have to find a tier 2 ingredient with the prime essence that would not compete with another another modifier or another prime essence. So I'm guessing this didn't turn into a prime essence because both ingredients had a prime essence, so therefore it canceled itself out. Alright then. Do I have any tier 2s that are prime essence? It's a tier 1. It's a preferred flavor. Preferred flavor. I don't. So, I guess I'll put that on the shelf as well. Looks like I'm gonna have to do some experimenting. So, rearrange all of that. We're gonna go ahead and export all of this, because I don't really need it, and the bug as well. Then we will have to import a few things. So I'm uncertain. I guess I'm gonna get just an entire stack of everything, because I don't know which ones are prime essences. bunch of mage root. I guess I technically also have proud cap. I haven't exactly sold them yet. I've just started to export them, so we'll take those back to experiment with. And I'll just go ahead and grab some more of the mushrooms. I have time. I'll have to do some experimenting next day. Good enough. 45 isn't quite 50, but that's fine. Alright, now I probably should have checked this much earlier. But, how we doing on resources over here? So that's full of copper. That's full of glass. I'm guessing this side is the same. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, oops, not open, just go ahead and start making more bottles. There we go. And then, oh, we have one more potion left over here. Pick it up, and we'll drop it on the shelf. Yeah. Put some of this stuff away. Rocks can go in there as well. Iron can go in here. Might even be able to top this off a bit. There we go. Alright, so what else am I going to need for the next day? So, alright, these are all full at the time being, or for the time being, aren't they? Oh, I need a bunch of copper. I suppose I have a bunch of copper sitting in here, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, never mind. I don't need a bunch of copper. Just need... I was thinking I could add another box in here, but I do kind of have these as close as possible to each other, so there might not be that much room. That's fine. Alright, so that's that. How much sand do I have? I probably have plenty of sand. Yeah. I suppose I could tell just by looking at it. Alright, what other quests do we have? So, deep slumber potions for her. Levitation and true sight. So let's get the ingredients for all of that. Wrong one. Deep slumber is life, mind, and death. So let's order life, mind, death. And since these are for a quest, I don't mind that they're just the minor or the tier 1 ingredients. That's what I just did. Levitation and true sight are the other ones I need. True sight is mind, energy, death. So I'll get some more of that. G and death once again. finally, levitation. What is this one? Mind, energy, and soul. And soul. There we go. So that should be everything for the tier 3 potions. I do only have one thing that can make them at the moment. So, you know, I'll have to queue them up. I only have a few normal bottles. Maybe I will make some just normal bottles as well. I don't know, I thought, like, it might be a waste of resources just to craft them, but maybe not. Or, I suppose, you know, I do have the money at the moment. I could also just import some for 12 apiece. Is pretty spendy. I don't think I could make a profit off of that. Well, and these really wouldn't be for profit anyway. Well, I know I'm making a lot of bottles anyway, so let's just go ahead and order all of this again. So that'll keep the bottles up for another 200 bottles. Well, I suppose it isn't always necessary to make a profit, as long as I, you know, stay out of the negative. Well, we have a few more things we can make over here. I can put these in their normal places, so I'll just put the silver in here for now. So we are kind of running low over here. And over here. Then, of course, if they do run out, I can just put in the copper that I have already smelted. Just, I believe just for this purpose. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, I have quite a bit of it. What else do I have in here? Anything? Like, some of this stuff I'm just keeping around because I'm not sure if I'll need it again. I could see, like, or get a couple more. Oh, is this different? Hello, it sure feels nice to help people, doesn't it, dear? More importantly, customers love businesses who give back. It just happens. It just happens to be that someone is in need of help, I think. One of them seafaring types have washed up on our shores. You should go give them a hot meal, sweetie. Okay, that's a new one. Shipwrecked. Nutrient bars and sauteed mushrooms. Nutrient bars were strawberries. So let me go get some strawberries and mushrooms. Should still have plenty of time to get this accomplished. I believe they are up this way. Somewhere around here. Oh, get all the strawberries. We'll grab a bunch of them. Is that enough? Yeah. That's enough of those. And then I'll just look for some mushrooms on the way back. I think any of them will do. Even these. Just a few more. There we go. Just go back here. We'll get this started on sauteing some mushrooms. We'll get this started on turning strawberries into mush. Yeah, I only put 10 in that one, so that's good. And we're up to just 5. Hold on. Oh, right. These mushrooms don't get cooked up. Oh, that's fine. I've got some more in here of the kind that are edible. So drop those in there. Then we'll swap out this in just a moment. So we can get nutrient bars. So I think this is how they were made, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there we are. So we'll get these bars. I only put in, yeah, just enough for 10. I forgot that I had to basically craft these one at a time, so I may be cutting it close to complete the quest today, but that'll be fine. I can still turn it in at any time because I can talk to forgot her name. Granny? Griselda. I can talk to Griselda at any time. So I'll make a quick trip over to Carla and give her some food. Just one more. There we go. If only I could walk through the doorway. Alright, since I don't have the bridge, I'll use the teleportal. And we'll run down this way, just on the other side of the beach. And then we'll probably teleport back, just because it is pretty close at this point. There we are. Hello, Carla. Ahoy there. Have some mushrooms and some strawberries. It's for me? Mighty fine, yeah. There we are. Oh, but that only gave me money as a reward, not the bottles. Oh well. Oh wait, I suppose turning in the quest is what gives me the bottles. So here we are. Okay, maybe that wasn't a daily quest? Oh, hey there, dear. Be a sweetie and brew some anti-venom potions for Odie. That's the daily task. Well. Oh well. I was thinking that all of this was for a daily task. That's my own fault for not reading it correctly. Oh, and we have a ton of bottles to pick up. how are the supplies? Can top these off, I suppose. There we are. And that should run through the entire night without running out. If it does, well, then I'll have some extra bottles. So, go to sleep. It's a new morning. Oh, I suppose. Shop stuff first. A good 24,000 for sales. Always going up. Sell picks are cut. And a good 13,000 profit. Everyone seems to do well. I suppose she's still waiting for her potions. And it's a new day. Alright, let's pick all this stuff up. Let's stop these from making too many. How much did get made overnight? 140. Approximately. Alright, good to know. Alright, put those away. I guess I no longer need a lot of this stuff. Oops. Export. So let's go ahead and put all of that in there. Those. That should be good. This time I will consume one of these because I've been forgetting to. Okay. Now let's start off with getting all of this put where it needs to go. And then we'll get into the potion stuff. Okay, so we'll put 2 of those in there. And 2 of these in here. Same with the other side. And then, of course, a bunch of sticks to get it all running. The rest of them go over here. There we go. All right. Let's grab all of that and the extra bottles outside as well. And it's not quite for a bit of experimenting. I need... I've already forgotten the recipes. What am I looking for? Deep slumber, life, mind, and death. That's what I want to get first. So here we are. Life, mind, death. I've already gotten those, so we'll toss those in there. That should be fine. Alright, so... Oh, that was the wrong button. But I also want to take a look at some of this stuff as well. I think it's time that I probably get some of this stuff if I can, because I'm currently sitting on 100,000 coins, and like a lot of this probably should have been bought much earlier. Like The Arcano Coil built is required for these. I can make a Rusher Crate, but I still haven't found a use for it yet. I'm sure there is, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. This is the Arcana Coil, which is 15,000. So you know what? Let me just purchase that. Looks like it's a 2x2 block. It turns mixtures into arcane power and emits in a radius of 1 to 5 based on the mixture power rating. So the power rating... Sorry, I have to check these notes again. I'm glad that these notes are here for me to check. Power rating is this, not the potency. Okay, so 1 to 5 based on the power rating. So it produces power. It seems interesting. Because like a 5 radius be pretty big, but I don't know if I can make potency 10 stuff at the moment. I think like if I were to use, well, what do I have access to? Like on a good basis, I can get tier 2 stuff. Eventually, probably tier 3 if I upgrade, but that's not until I have like 150,000 coins. So these are both potency 2, and these are all potency 1. So wouldn't matter if I used 2 tier 2s. I could use a tier 2 and a tier 1 for a mixture to get up to oops, wrong one, to a power rating of weak. So that would give me a 2 radius. Otherwise, I could just have a 1 radius, I suppose. At least to begin with, until I figure out what's going on. But in order to get a potency 5, I would have to find a good source of tier 3 materials, or use the tier 3 potion, or the whatever it's called, the advanced distiller. I'd have to mix 2 tier 2s and a tier 1 to get a potency 5, which would then be a radius of 3, I assume. I assume the radius is going to be a 1-for-1 for power rating. Alright, anyway, I am mixing these for preferred ingredient, right? Prime Essence, that's what it is. Okay, so we start with one of these. And they're not volatile, so I can mix them with anything. We'll go ahead and put a stack of potions in here, or bottles in here. So that mixed with a tier 1 loot. We'll make in a moment one of these, which is Prime Essence. So a Gusto Grub should therefore have a Prime Essence modifier to it. I know Mage Root does for sure as well, But, oh, let me, it does constitute as one for the quest as well. So, in order to do this quest, I can just put those in right away. I thought I would have to do quite a bit more, but, you know, I guess it was a 1 in 5 chance. I don't know. I don't know if there is a single... No, I was going to say, I don't know if there's a single Prime Essence per tier. I know that's not true because there's at least 2 in the tier 1 stuff. So I'll just have to figure that out as I go. Is the daily quest anything more anti-venom? We'll see. It requires more than just harvesting materials, so I may not do that one. Okay, so now what am I going to do with the rest of these ingredients? I mean, I suppose I can just use them to test what other Prime Essences there would be. And then, how about for upgrading over here? What do I need to upgrade? 100,000 coins. Well, I don't have that at the moment, because I just bought the Arcano thingy. Missed a lot of stuff for it. Not that I really need to expand at the moment. I do have this big open area that I'm not using quite yet. What else was I doing? Sorry, I'm I thought this would take a lot longer and I'd have, you know, the whole day to be experimenting. I suppose I can still experiment with these other ones. So if I take a tier 2 blue, let's go ahead and put these bottles in here. So we've got the tier 2 blue. Start with the tier 1 red. So mix that up. And I've got all these other ones over here as well. So I can continue with this. There's a tier 2. Oh, but I've just taken all the bottles. Of course, this one is done. So this one did nothing. Or it didn't have any Prime Essence flavor or optimal. So, this one, did I not put anything in here? I suppose it might be in this at the moment. There it is, yeah. Okay. So we did blue and red. Let's go for a yellow. Back over here. Do another. And this will be green. Oops, missed it. And of course I didn't look. That's the first of that's happened. Cause nearby explosion broken. Repair. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. having an explosion happen isn't all that bad, I suppose. Luckily, I was way over here. Alright, pick all of this up. I don't suppose Zambi happens to be here. No. That's the first time I've had an explosion happen. I just wasn't thinking when I was putting stuff in. Because this is unstable, as is the Go-Go Berry. Alright. Didn't I put something in here? Oh, let's do this again. Alright, it's blue, obviously not yellow for this one. I'll put in... Oops. Get those back. Put in green over here. This will make something. Make a, oh, cat's eye potion. Okay. Oops, I didn't see that there. Alright, so that didn't do it either. So let's put some of these away. Deep slumber, we have that there. Keeping those, keeping that. Let's put some of this away. And we'll, I guess, go talk to Meg. Because Zambi's not around at the moment. And we can just teleport right up here. Alright, avoid all the nasty stuff. And hello, Meg. Here we are. 50 things with Prime Essence. Griselda's pupil amazes us again. You're clearly no fool, little juicy snackable one. Our mind wonders how one such as yourself would taste. Speaking of taste, let us test your skills in getting your mixture flavor right. Shall be waiting. Alright. Tier 3 potions with preferred flavor. Apparently I already have them. Which is the deep slumber potions I just made. We'll get right back to it with you, Meg. Gonna have to make these potions again. Back to the shop. I was not expecting that to automatically be ready. So these deep slumber potions, let me figure out their life, mind, and death. So let's just order up another batch of this. So life, mind, death. That's apparently the preferred flavor. Very nice. Okay, and let's, while we're waiting for Zambi to be outside, let's experiment a little bit more with these. I only want to put in one at a time so I don't fill in the buffer with extras just for the sake of not doing it. Green was the one that we done red, yellow, green. I suppose it is itself blue. So we just need one of these. So with the tier 2 mind ingredient, unless this gives a whatever this is we're looking for, prime essence. Okay. So it does work as a prime essence with tier 1 soul. But that's the only one for the tier 2. So this might be a little difficult to do without actually taking notes on some things, because prime essence, it seems, whatever the highest potency has to be a prime essence. So if you're using something stronger, then it might cancel it out, or I mean, I suppose whichever one has the prime essence, as long as something stronger doesn't. But then, no. Because if it's stronger and it has prime essence, then it will still have the prime essence. I suppose it can't equal out. So again, it's going to have to take some experimenting. And then preferred flavor. Every mixture has a preferred flavor that is either savory, sweet, or earthy, and should be dominant. And I think I can look at their flavors in here. Right? Yeah. These at least show flavors. Kind of wish they showed the other things as well, but that's okay. So I made something with. Oh, let me check here. These have preferred flavor. I used nope, wrong thing. Important. I used Proud Cat, Mage Root, Bloom. So these two have earthy. This one has bland. So I'm guessing since two of them share, like two of the three are earthy, therefore a preferred flavor of earthy stands out. I guess it doesn't actually tell me what the preferred flavor is here, just that it has one. And I don't want to do any of that. Oh, hello, Zambi. Here you go. Here's your potions. Ah, perfect. This will be an interesting experience. Here, take this. Use it with care. And is that the third tool? No. Suppose I get this from Cecil. I've also forgotten that I was supposed to be making more advanced distilled potions. So I need levitation and true sight. Levitation, mind, energy, and soul. Alright, so mind, some energy, Okay. More experimentation, I guess. So, tier 2 with a tier 1, tier 2 blue, tier 1 white. Make a prime essence there. Although, if I suppose if I start going into tier 3s, 4s, and 5s, that's not really gonna matter. Unless. No, I keep getting stuck on the whole prime essence thing. Let me have a look here. Correct essence must be dominant in terms of potency. So it doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter. Because, okay. Do I have... I am running out of potions to look at for examples. Everyone's buying them up. Gonna have to make more potions this next day as well. So... No, it's the wrong shelf. Notes. So I had used a tier 2 ingredient, but none of the other ingredients allowed it to have a prime essence except the godwheat. Dominant in terms of potency. But if the tier 2 ingredient wasn't giving a prime essence with all the others, then I guess does that mean that the lower tier can't have the prime essence modifier? I don't know how that works quite off the top of my head. That's why I'll need to do some experimentation. Preferred flavor seems fairly simple, especially since I have the flavor right here. So, you know, as long as the majority of the ingredients have, well, hold on then. These are all tier 2s. Then wouldn't... If I made a tier 1 potion, wouldn't they all have preferred flavor? Because savory, sweet, or earthy. Oh wait, no. Because some of these... Which one was it? Like some of them, like this one, are bland. So maybe only the ones mixed with bland ones work? Sweet, savory, earthy. Because I think I mixed it with a gloom bloom. Right? No. What was it that? Oh, it was the tier 3 potion that I mixed. Right. Which was 2 savory and a bland, if I recall. So I think this was the bland one. It was like life, and Bind, I think, were the ones I used. So that would make an earthy one because two of them are earthy, one of them is bland. But if I... No, that's earthy as well. Well, this one is sweet. So if I did the same thing again, only with a go-go berry being sweet, would it turn out earthy? I can't really check at this very moment because, well, I'm using this to mix potions. But, I mean, I've already stumbled across 50 potions that would fill this up. How are my bottle stuff doing? Oh, I'm thinking about it, though. That's completely empty. Those aren't. Why isn't this one doing anything? Oh, right, because when you're down to one stick, it doesn't sort its way through. You need at least two for the splitter to work. Where did I put all those sticks? Alright, must have run out of them. They're all in here, aren't they? Yeah. Well, I'm not smelting anything at the moment, so, you know, let me just grab these up. And we'll get this started up again. There we go. Alright, so I didn't actually read this help part yet. The tier 3 potions consist of 3 essence types that are made in an advanced distiller, which is what I'm doing over here. There are 4 different flavors: sweet, earthy, savory, and bland. Hold up. Okay, so yeah, I suppose it is a little different. This one says that there are 3 flavors. This one says there are 4, but I suppose bland can never be a dominant flavor. Unless everything was a bland ingredient. But I think they only... I don't think it would have a preferred flavor of bland. Alright, so every mixture has a preferred flavor that should be dominant over the others. Okay. So again, I think as long as the majority of the ingredients have that preferred flavor, then it should be fine. Okay, let's make sure this is completely done. The levitation potions. And then we just need the last kind as well. True sight. Levitation. True sight. Mind, energy, death. So we'll get these put together real quick as well. So there's death, mind, and energy. Oh, and I suppose I also need bottles in here as well. Alright, Alright, the rest of this stuff I'm not sure what I'm doing with, so just for the sake of not confusing myself, I'm just going to export it all. Keep the leftover stuff for myself. Could also upgrade my bag for all the money I have. I don't think I want to do that quite yet. And then while these are getting mixed up and the last 3 hours are passing, Arcano Coil. So if I place this down like here, actually I should look at the diagram here. So it has one input for mixtures. So I would need basically to attach it in the place of a bottler. And then these are available. Okay, what are these then? Arcane Furnace. Smelts ore into ingots and sand into glass. Requires arcane power instead of charcoal. How? Magic. Obviously. Okay, so this is a different type of furnace. I think it's the same. Let me see here. Furnace, ore into ingots, sand into glass. Just needs charcoal as fuel. So I would have to have at least an extractor attached, like here. And then a crate here. And that got a bunch of stuff being ready to export. Just grab these here. So I should be able to just dump those in. That'll go into that. Get turned into a mixture. And this will go into here. Which seems... Oh. It's already done. That seems like that was going for a 2 radius. Let me try another ingredient, see if that changes things. Let's grab that. Just did one of those. Let's grab that. That, and we'll grab a tier 2. Just to try things out. Alright, so if I split this, grab like 1, put that in there. That again gives me a 2 radius. If I use a tier or potency 2 item, that goes to a 3 radius. Do different tier 1 items. Okay, that's still a 2. Let's try this one as well. This is a potency 3. I'll try that right after I do this one. Interesting. Still a tier 2. Or still a radius of 2. If I do that, that should make it much more. That's like a 4 radius, or a 3 radius. That was definitely a 4. Alright, And before I end the day, I should get my usual stuff. Need a bunch of this. We'll go ahead and get extra sticks because why not? Alright, and I know I'm wasting money by buying stuff that I already have in the export bin, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Um, need can't remember exactly. I think it was four of these. Four of these. Three. Three and two. To make all the potions that they will currently buy. Other than the new one that Zambi wants. Right? Deep Slumber. I suppose the colors were right there. Blue, red, and green. So get... Why am I getting... Oh, I've already ordered them. I see. Right. Okay, I think that is all I need. So, we'll just rest for the night once again. Shop sales are going to be down. Oh, no. They're up. I thought I ran out of potions. But imports and Griselda's cut have cut my earnings back down to my usual of about around 13,000. All right. And it's a new week. Current event is the Great Hero Games. Haste, Strength, Agility, and Vitality. Again, I just don't really make use of this quite yet. I'm sure I will eventually, but I'm limited in the number of potions I can make by the items that I can get easily. And the easiest way to get items at the moment is importing them. So I need to import them and still make a profit, because if I haven't calculated it yet, but I'll go into it in this next day in a second here. Let me look at the new event first. All right, Dwarven Gold Fever, 50% earning on cat's eye potions. Okay, so help you see in the dark, I suppose. Alternative event, they dug too deep and they need levitation potions. All right. Okay, so if I look at this, in order to get a copper bottle, I need sandstone and copper. I believe the price of it, like the bottle itself, is worth 16. So at the basic price, plus sandstone plus sticks, you still make a profit on the bottle. So 10, 12, you're still making 4 gold profit per bottle. Unless I'm missing something somewhere. So as soon as you get to this second stage, you're no longer making a profit. So you could these extra rank ones. But I don't know. It seems like there would be no point because unless you were going for experience, I suppose, for the characters. So because you're spending 12 here, and of course you have to consider these other ones as well. This would be 12, this would be 3, and this would be 3. So that would be 18 of your 16 profit. So I suppose technically you would be losing profit because you have to count it all at tier 2 because all your tier 1 would be used up by doing this. And really, all your tier 2 of the sticks would be used up as well because I need sticks for both sandstone and copper. So I'd forgotten about that. So it's 8, 10, 14 of your 16 profit. So you're only getting 2 gold profit per bottle. Unless the shop markup also affects it. So if I don't remember what the shop markup is currently, I suppose I could have a look. I think one of the investments increases the markup prices. Is it this one? Plus 25% earnings from potions sold to customers in the shop. Okay, so 150% total. I thought there was a base 25% already or something. Oh, okay, let's figure out the numbers as they're presented. So I suppose adding another 50% to that 16 would be another 8 profit. So, and of course there's other modifiers as well, depending on the potion that you make. I'm just working out the price of bottles as a flat thing. Because like it seems like each tier of bottle kind of has a flat value to it anyway. So like iron bottles give you a profit of 8. Copper give you 16. The next tier up, which is what? Silver, I think. Yeah, silver, I would assume, would give a profit of an additional 8 on top of that, so 24. And then 32 for gold ore. I suppose obsidian would also have... Let's see here. Oh, no. I am doing this in the right order. There is no obsidian. I just forgot that the classic bottles are valued at nothing. Okay. So, you get nothing for classic bottles. You get 8, 16, 24, and 32. I assume. I haven't seen silver or gold ones yet, so I can only guess based off of what I have already seen. So, this is just a flat increase. But I also know that you cannot get gold through importing. You can only get silver at the most through importing. So, like, for quantity of potions, the best you can do, I believe, is elegant. I was gonna say average, but that's not right. You can buy potency 3 ingredients, so you could get, yeah, you could get strong, elegant potions uh, without having to go out to hunt the ingredients down. The best potions, and I kind of like this, you have to actually go out and hunt the ingredients by yourself. There is no basically infinite way that I know of yet to get your fancy mighty potions. Um, Not that I, know the right mixtures for getting a mighty potion in the first place. Uh, that being said, though, some of these ingredients seem to be a little easier to come by than others. Like, not dream sacks, but I can go out and harvest a bunch of brain fungus. Um, Throb hearts are a little bit more difficult because it's in a swamp. Maybe not. Noxious seeds I could get a ton of, I think. There are a bunch of those sitting out there. But yeah, I suppose the tier 4 stuff is a little dangerous to come by. And I don't know what the tier 5 of anything is except the dream sack. So, if I'm looking at the map though, the dream sacks are only in this northwest corner of the map. I was thinking that like each area might have a different tier 5 ingredient, but I haven't found that yet. And I'm just basing it off the fact that there are, it looks like there are 5 areas. Your beginning area, the northwest, the swamp, the old forest, and then whatever the northeastern area is going to be. But then again, if the northeastern area is a difficult place to get to, all the other tier 5 ingredients might be located there. Or maybe I missed something in the swamp. I don't know. The swamp was a little dangerous. I didn't want to stick around too long. Alright. Let me get this all going again. Alright. This is copper. This takes sticks. Sandstone. And just in reverse on this side, sandstone, sticks, and copper. Just a few left over. Oh, right. Pick up all those bottles that we've made overnight. The excess there. Come over here and grab our next ingredients. For the tier 3 potions that we want to start selling. Red, blue, and green. And of course we need bottles. So we'll grab these. Put them in there. Alright. Now I have all these ingredients in my inventory again because I forgot to re-export them. And now let's get a few of our basic potions started up. Not normal bottles, though. Alright, so do the usual, start with red, work our way through. Because they'll buy all the red mixed potions, for sure. So, it's red and blue, it's red and yellow. This one's red and green. Go to this side. Do red and white. Of course, we move on to the next. So this is going to be blue and yellow. There we go. Got all of that started up. Alright, that's what I was doing with those other ingredients, is testing out the Arcano Coil. So what I noticed right off the... Sorry. Forgot that there were normal bottles in this one as well. That's okay. I'll have 5 normal bottles for this, that's fine. At least put these on the shelf. Except for the True Sight and Levitation. All of that should... right? These two to go to Carla. Actually, before I go visit her, I should double check. Okay. Because I wasn't tracking it. Just wanted to double check to make sure that these are everything that we needed for Carla. All right. Hello again, Carla. Your True Sight and Levitation potions. Ahar is bring new meaning to sea legs. And be willing to bet all me coffers that the crustaceous monster lobster that sunk me ship is still out there near the wreck. Unbeknownst to most, monster lobsters sleep at night, so I will wait till then to set sails. Be a bucko and come back with a morn with some grog, or anything else that packs a punch, so we can celebrate. Bottles of hodgepodge. Do they pack a punch? I guess. Alright, I'll make some more hodgepodge. Gonna have to reconfigure all my crafting things to do it again. I wasn't expecting to have to do it multiple times. Hopefully not enough to warrant a permanent station for dedicated to hodgepodge. I mean, I suppose I do have room for it. I don't have the ingredients for it, though. Like ingredients for building what I need for it, I guess. Right, pick all this stuff up. Put it on the shelf before we run out again. Vitality and intellect can go there as well. As can these. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot ingredients for making all the basic potions as well. I just focused on the tier 2 stuff. Oh well. Looks like Cecil will be catching up in experience today. Alright, I do need some way to get more bottles, though. Like, I suppose profit isn't necessary. It's just nice to have to, you know, get up the upgrades and stuff. Let me take a look at some of this other stuff, though. So this is 35,000, this is 50,000, kind of expensive. This is a summoner crate, stores up to 4 stacks of resources. So like a normal crate. Summons a specific resource from available chests if it has access to arcane power. Well, that's really okay, so this would let me just store stuff in a chest rather than filling up all the compartments every time. Handy, but I don't know if it's quite worth the 35,000 yet. It definitely will be later. And then there's also 3 inputs and 1 output, just like a normal crate, right? Yeah. The difference being is nothing needs to be attached, so I'm guessing you could only input 3 resources. Not that that really matters, it can only output 1. And then this one is a grower. Magically grows a specific tier 1 ingredient from the comfort of your basement. Only grows tier 1 ingredients, requires arcane power from a nearby Arcano coil to function. It looks like it's big. Looks like it might be 3x3. Well, hold on. Maybe a 2x2. But the output is in the center. That's what makes me think that it's a 3x3. Could be like the Mega Crate. I know the Mega Crate is a 2x2, but still only outputs from 1 corner. So it could be a 2x2. And then I guess the other question would be, does it need to be fully under the Arcano coil to function? Or would just 1 corner of it be enough? Because that would affect placement, I think. And there was another one. Was it this? Yeah, that was the furnace. Transmuter requires an Alchemy Society membership, which I'm working on at the moment. A flavorizer places the flavor of all mixture parts with the flavor of an edible or ingredient. Okay, so I'm guessing you could use this to give it a preferred flavor. Oh. So we would need a mixture. So it couldn't be bottled yet. This would have to go in between the bottler and probably the distiller, right? Yeah, the distiller still outputs a mixture. Although we could put it before replaces the flavor of all mixture parts. So yeah, I suppose this could go before the distiller. Like if you, with the example of the one I just had with a preferred flavor had 2 earthy and 1 bland. I suppose I could probably put it uh, connected to the bland one, turn it into earthy before it's combined, or just wait, I suppose, until after it's combined. I suppose that works too. I might be overcomplicating things, but I think both places could have their usefulness. Like maybe you don't have the room to place it on one side, but you do on the other. And then the fermenter. Mixture prime essences discovered. So I'm guessing I need to discover the last 4 prime essence mixtures. Which this kind of tells me that there are only 15 mixtures with prime essences. How many mixtures are there? There's 5, 10, 15, 20. Is that right? 15 of the 20? Oh no. No, sorry. That's not right. Because there's at least 25 mixtures to perfect. I'm counting this wrong. Hold on. There's 5, 10, 15. Oh, there's 10 on the outer ring. Whoops. Okay, so there's 25 mixtures. But only 15 of them can be perfect. Or, I'm sorry, whatever it is the other one I was looking for. Prime, only 15 of them can be prime. That seems like a lot. I don't think I'm thinking this right. Because I mean, I just tried a tier 2 bind with all 5 tier 1s, and that provided me with 1 prime. Granted, it also provided me with an explosion for one of those 5 mixes. Oh, but I suppose that's not what I'm calculating here, am I? It's 15 out of the mixing of all of these. So, okay, there's actually not very many if you consider that. Because it's like, with just the tier 2, it's like 5 plus. No, there's 4 mixes plus 3 mixes plus 2 mixes plus 1, like there. But then you also have the tier 3s, which adds a bunch more into it. So there's quite a few mixes to go. Okay. And as far as the Arcano Coil goes, I'm not quite sold on it. Like, at least not at my current place. Maybe I'm just not thinking about it correctly. Let me get these other potions running first, and I'll continue with my thought here. Alright, so we did blue, yellow, blue. Oh, I only did blue, yellow. Blue, green is next. Blue, white. I guess yellow, green. Why not green, white, though? Green, white makes... anti-venom, which nobody buys at the moment. Okay. So the things that the Arcano Coil works with is the Furnace, the Summoner Crate, and the Grower. Maybe the Transmuter as well. I don't know yet. This doesn't need it. Maybe the Fermenter needs it. So, for the time being, I think I could use it for a furnace to smelt a bunch of stuff. I think the problem is I still need an input for each furnace, and the input only goes in from one direction. So let me just buy this. It's only 1,000. It costs a bunch of wood. Okay, I need to go get some wood. We'll just go to our usual place. Trees probably haven't grown back quite yet, but we'll have a look. As some of them have, I suppose. If I keep cutting in different spots, it should be okay. Over here this time. Make for a good place. We'll get rid of the stumps. Or at least try to. They are hard to see sometimes. Oh, and then one more there. Oh, whoops. Well, didn't mean to do that. Let's try this. I'll just go after the ones that I can see. There we go. And again, take care of the stumps now that I can see them all. And one. Okay. That should be enough for my purposes at the moment. Alright, we're gonna see here, like, how much room I'm gonna have to do things. Alright, so the Arcano Coil will power everything within its radius. And it seems like its smallest radius is, in fact, 2, not 1. which I am a little curious about that. Not sure why 2 is the minimum when it says 1. Alright, so a furnace. I only need 1 crate. Wait, I only need 1 sorter crate. So I could do something like that. And then a furnace there. A furnace there. A furnace there. And let me check storage. I don't have any there at the moment because I exported everything. Because that's how I do things. Let's see, do I have anything simple? Not at the moment, but I do need some of these to increase my speed. Excuse me. Even though it's like almost the end of the day. It's interesting, though, that nothing over here has grown back. There used to be trees and stuff over in that corner, but I suppose right next to the building might not grow back. Alright, so first things first. Oh, we smelt. Not clay. Got some iron right here. Let's go ahead and put in iron. That'll automatically sort out. If I split this to 1, put that in, that should be enough to power all 3. And it does power them even if it's only partially covered, which is good to know. Problem being is that I can't do this on every side, because I need 1 side for input. I could do this on either side, so I could do 3 of them. I suppose I could do more if I lined it up right, so if I dismantle this, might be what the rusher crate is for. So it outputs 4 times as fast. But it is still only 1 output, though. I guess it makes sense if it could output to multiple things. I'm just, every cycle is 4 seconds. So I'm really not sure where this comes into play. Because nothing needs more than just the 1 resource of its type. Whereas the sorter crate can send the 3 things out at once. So, I've got to be missing something for this rusher crate, because Just doesn't make sense to me. Because also, like, this seems like it should be something that you want to use before you unlock the summoner crate. Because once you have a summoner crate, then you're able to get all the items that you need from storage. Specific tier 1 ingredient from the comfort of your. So this I don't want to just buy it to see how big it is, because if it's a 1 by 1 block, that seems like it would be, I mean, it would be very useful if it's a 1 by 1, because then you could fit, it only has an output, so you could, around an Arcano coil with a tier 1 mixture. How many would that be? That'd be 4, 8, be 12. It's a 2 by 2? Okay. Thank you. Also, hi. uh, Good to know. So, okay, if it's a 2 by 2, then you could fit 6 of them, or 3, 6, 7 of them around an Arcano coil, assuming that you need to input it directly from this side. So for the price of 1 ingredient, you could get 7, which is nice. You could produce 6 and probably circle. Hold on, gotta look at this again. I just haven't bought it yet because it would be half my money. That's why I haven't done any practical stuff with it yet. Also, a bunch of ingredients that I don't have on hand at the moment. But it seems like you could have 7 of these around an Arcano coil with a tier 1 ingredient. So you would be spending 1 ingredient to get 7, and then one of those 7 could circle back in to the mixture, or to be made into a mixture to power everything again. So you could basically make 6 ingredients per cycle, and since it says it's a specific tier 1 ingredient, I'm guessing you could assign what ingredient you want from it. But I do have a question while you're here, Taco Man. I am wondering what the Rusher crate is for. Like, obviously it outputs 4 times faster than normal, but I'm just, either it's one of these things that I have yet to unlock. I'm just not seeing the use of having an output 4 times as fast when everything is on a cycle of 4 seconds. Like, I'd understand it if it had like multiple outputs or something like that, so that each output could keep up. But I think like the sorter crate already does 3 outputs at once on that 4-second cycle. So I guess I'm just confused as to what I would use this with. It has 3 inputs, so players use it to fill up sorter crates. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. So, so you're getting things from three different places. I see. I wasn't. I just wasn't putting that together for some reason. That does make sense. So the sorter can keep outputting three resources. Yeah. Okay. That does make sense. I I don't know why I wasn't thinking that this could go with the sorter crate. I was thinking that this would be to send it to like the crusher or furnace or distiller, that sort of thing. That definitely makes more sense. Thank you. Um, all right. So as far as arcane furnaces go, like I think I would want to set this up. So I would want a minimum of one grower so that it would be on a perpetual cycle. I guess it doesn't really matter what ingredient it makes, um, because all the ingredients give at least a 2 radius. Um, but then everything else, I could probably do something like, I don't know if this would be a better fit. I might be able to get a little more out of it like this, because then I could fit enough on this side as well. I also have to keep in mind that I need to be able to reach the crates, which I think I can from this. So I could do 9 furnaces, well, maybe 8 furnaces and a grower. And the grower would feed back into this, and this would supply all of this. Then all of that could go into crates. Now, hold on. Summoner crate from available chests. Um, I assume that's specifically speaking of the storage chests, not the crates. So I would, if I were to use the arcane furnaces, I would have to export them into chest instead of a crate, just to make sure that they could be summoned. And then, of course, it requires arcane power, so that could also work. Uh, this is a sorry. This is opening up a lot of things for you to think about, um, for how this entire workshop goes. Because, like, as far as I can tell, like the arcane stuff is just making it uh more automated. So it does everything that I'm currently doing. It's just going to do it faster and probably better if I set it up correctly. The problem is, of course, I need to think about how to set things up. Um, but I also know that like a perpetual thing would work fine with a tier 1, but with like the fact that I can store, well, not necessarily even this, but that I could store, in a mega crate here instead. I could store, what is this, 25 stacks of resources. I could um, make this entire thing work off of tier 2 or tier 3 ingredients, as long as I'm willing to spend the money for them per day. Let me get my imports again. Uh, I do know that there is like a repeat button in here, but I do change a lot of the things. Like it's something I am buying on a daily basis, but not every day. Uh, so I'm just gonna get my usual things to make bottles, and then let me check my potions here. Didn't make any of the basic ones, so I should at least get those ingredients. The basic ones can't be any more than sad quality, because even if I use, well, I don't have access to tier 3 yet, but even if I use the tier 2 stuff, they're still going to be of the same tier. So we'll just go with the basic stuff. Just like this. Alright, then I don't have any bottles on me. I don't think I got any bottles from the mail today, so there's probably 100 sitting in there. But that's 100, 200. Probably gonna need some of these. Let's just splurge a little. See, see if that's okay. All right, and then ingredients for potions. Like most of these are still pretty good. I have a ton of charisma potions still. Most of these are at 30s. Down here were the second batch, so they didn't sell quite as many. That still should be good for another day or two. Alright, so export this stuff. And those as well. Alright. Another day down. Let's see how the shop sales went. Should be pretty good. 24, not bad. Spending a lot of money on imports again. Zelda Taser Cut, which gives me a little bit more profit than usual. 15 instead of 13. Of course, Cecil is starting to catch up because he only buys the dual potions, and I didn't have any basic potions to sell today, or the previous day. Alright. So, let's grab all of this. The bottles as well. Let's grab the ones out of the mailbox here. Oh, apparently I did grab the ones already. Well, glad I bought the extra potion bottles then. Alright, consume one of these. And we'll get a bunch of basic potions started up here. At first I wasn't sure if I wanted to have the extra basic potions being made, but I think they do matter as for both experience and profit. Last one goes here. And there we go. That'll use up the last of the iron bottles that we have. Over here we need our copper and sandstone. Just grab all of that. And of course we split it up between two sides. That one looks like it's full, so we can probably put the rest there. That all fits in there, and we have a bunch of sticks left over because I had forgotten I chopped down a bunch of trees the day before. That's full because I'm not smelting anything. Alright, well, let's put the sticks away there. Wood can go in there as well. Let's put the potions on the shelf so they can be bought. There we go. Hopefully I haven't missed too many customers. Okay, so I should also think about, what am I looking for? Upgrades. So, either upgrades or getting these next investments. So I think all of these require, well, I never exported more gold. I need to do that as well, it seems. But all of these tier 3 require 150,000. 2 more days, unless this day is a really good day for selling stuff. Maybe I won't import anything. That'd probably give me the profits I need to invest in one thing. So which would I want to invest in? So plus 50% earnings would be really nice. That'd basically double the bonus I'm getting from this investment. Another 100 bottles per day. It's pretty good. That's equivalent of about, let's see, 1200, yeah, 1200 extra gold that I wouldn't have to spend per day. Well, I'm already getting 50, so another 600 gold, I suppose. Oh, and being able to import another 100 resources per tier. That might be worthwhile. I mean, it is worthwhile. I just don't know if I want to spend it on that one first, because this one might be a good one as well, being able to buy tier 3 ingredients. So then I could start mixing up some different potions with this, or using the tier 3 for the Arcano Coil if I need the extra radius or something like that. Then this one would allow me to purchase silver, or once again upgrading the bottles. So all of these investments are good, I think. Just don't know which one I would want to do first. But I think that's what I'm going to save the money on, is to get a better investment, because the earlier you do that, the better off you are, I think. Alright, let me add these potions back to the shelf. These won't fit. Why won't they? Oh, because, right, the extra type of bottle that I had. Oh, that's fine. They can buy those first. I'll put these on later. Okay, so back to the Arcano Coil. How would I want to do this? So, smelting things would probably be reserved for sand and whatever type of ore I'm using at the time. So, at this point, copper, later silver. And so I would only need as many furnaces as the amount of stuff I would be bringing in per day. If I do a perpetual energy machine with a coil and these other things, then I guess it wouldn't really matter what or how many I did, because it would always be creating ingredients, which, you know, I think is worthwhile for getting at least one grower. don't I don't know if making the extra ingredients would really be monetarily good, because, well, unless I made one unless I made one Arcano Coil to make tier 1 ingredients to provide for all the other Arcano Coils. Because then I could still do a perpetual resource machine with it. Excuse me, just 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. So I could have one of these providing the resources for basically 6 others of these before I'd have to make another one. But that's assuming I'm using up all the space on all the other ones for other stuff. Otherwise, just making one, just you know, reserving like a 2x2 space to make each one their own perpetual resource machine be fine. Because that'd still leave, you know, a good 2/3 of the area at least to be able to do other things. And then if I didn't do that, if I went and started, what am I doing? I can't look at it here. If I started importing tier 3 stuff, actually what I can do here, so tier 1 is 4, tier 2 is 6, tier 3 is probably 8. Or, depending on how much of a jump it is, it could be 10 per ingredient. I'll have to wait to... I think the investment I'm going to do out here is for the ingredients. I think I'm going to invest in herbs. So I can buy all of this stuff. Hmm. So, furnaces, I'd have an even amount to produce ores and glass for uh, these bottle makers. Also, these are probably full at this point, aren't they? Yeah, once again, these are full. So, let me turn these on. And get a bunch of bottles being made, because I am running out. Because I'm down to that for bottles. Because I'm making too many potions. I'm selling too many potions at this point. You know? Um it is a shame that this only grows tier 1 ingredients. Or just tier 1 ingredients. I don't mind that it's only tier 1 ingredients versus like tier 2 or tier 3. But only tier 1 ingredients as opposed to, say, stone or wood or, some of these other basic ingredients that I feel you need more because I, being able to grow your own ingredients is equivalent to saying, well, for each growth fat, you're making 4 coins. You're making 1 gold per second, basically, for each growth fat. Um, so, 6 of them, you're making, what would that be? 24 for every 4 seconds. So, I don't know. That might not be a bad profit to do. Just forget about the potion business. Just grow a bunch of ingredients. Although, I suppose they don't sell for 4 apiece, do they? I wonder. I forgot what they sell for. I suppose I can check at the end of this day. I doubt that it would be a good profit, though. I just grab some of that. Come back over here. And we'll export these just to see how much I'm getting. Like fiber, sure, for 1 for 1. But these might be like a 2 for 1. Although if they are 4 for 1, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Okay. We're making a bunch of bottles. What else are we doing? We need hodgepodge, which I don't think I'm going to do right at the moment. I only have the 2 quests, so we're kind of running out of quests, it seems. Maybe I'm reaching the end of the story stuff after all, which is fine. I am definitely enjoying the game. I definitely enjoy. I've played a bit. I did kind of a test thing to kind of get my head wrapped around some of the things. So I do have a second game that I've played a little bit of. I haven't gone past anything I've done in this game just to make sure that I'm not spoiled or anything on any of the game itself. but, you know, I've spent many a day just making potions, putting them on the shelves, selling them, you know, just the usual cycle of things. Where did I get one healing potion from? Oh well. Oh, I did notice that there was only one of these left, so let's swap these out. Once these charisma potions are bought up, we'll put the other one back in. And then I also completely forgot that I wanted to upgrade some of my tools. So, or even all of my tools if I can. So that's something I kind of want to do. So, truffles. Hold on. That must be what this is. Where do I get truffles? Alright, well, that's a second to last upgrade anyway, so it's not like it's an easy thing to do, I guess. But if it's all the way down here, maybe it's just something I find. Like, I know truffles are like mushrooms or whatever that grow in the ground. Like, you have to dig them up to find them. Just wondering where I would dig them up. But some of these other things, like cloud shrooms, I don't know if I've found those yet either. I'm guessing that might be what this is. Ghost spores. Just make sure it's not an edible. No. It's none of those. It's not rain fungus. Could be this. That kind of looks like a cloud mushroom thing. Yeah, so it's either the tier 5 energy or the tier 5 soul. This looks more like a seed of some sort, so I would say it's probably this one. Not that I know where to get that. So maybe I can't do as much enchanting as I thought. Witch's hat again. I don't know where to get. Ammonite fossils. I've been selling off all of my fossils. Reptile fossil, okay. Hmm. Alright, maybe I won't be able to do as much of that as I thought. Alright, so still making bottles over here. Let me check how they've been buying potions. I think the tier 1 potions help supplement the rest of it. So because they will buy an equal amount of all the potions, having the tier 1 potions means that I don't spend as many bottles for the good stuff, I guess. Okay, but what do I want to do with this? I keep coming back to the Arcana Coil. So primarily for me at the moment, it will act as a furnace. as a resource transporter and a grower. And I keep wanting to buy it, but I'm saving. I was meaning to circle this down here. Although I suppose you can't see my cursor. Sorry. Saving for this stuff out here. Again, I think I'm going to go with this because having access to these 5 new ingredients of tier 3 allows me to make higher tier potions. So, like, these are quality 3. What's the word I'm looking for? Potency 3. You know, oh, wait. No, they're not. Or at least the life limit isn't. Hold on. You're still just potency 2. Okay, that changes things then. Because the reason why I would have wanted to buy them is to power the Arcanal Coil. And if they're just tier 2 or potency 2, then they're really no better. Like, I'm still only going to get weak potions with tier 2 potions and average potions for tier 3, which I already get. So, like, the strong and mighty potion, I can't make strong potions just by importing resources, it seems. So the best I can do without going and hunting stuff down is the average elegant potions. And that's with the tier 3 stuff. Otherwise, it's going to be a weak elegant potion. That being said, of course, if I find a good ingredient that I can get a lot of, I could bump it up to an average without too much trouble. Alright, interesting. Alright, how is storage? Still got 2 there, and almost 2 there. Oh, but we do have, 200 still in the box. So, considering we only make 140 in the time that I sleep, it should still be enough. Also, nobody bought the last 4 charisma potions. Alright, fine. I'll have to wait until the next day for that. Otherwise, thinking about this still. So, again, this is going, I can set up a ton of furnaces to be powered by this, but I'm still limited to the amount that I can import. This would, like, the benefit of it is that I wouldn't be spending, you know, however much this is. I wouldn't be spending 1,000 a day on wood, which granted is a savings, but compared to, the 1,600. Well, this isn't so much either. But compared to it's 2,000, I suppose. So I'd be saving 1,000 of the 3,000 I spent on it a day. And I was going to see how much this stuff sold for. So we have a basic material, a tier 1 and a tier 2. But I should at least purchase all of this because I am going to be going through it again this night. All the potions are probably good for another day. So we'll save money there. All right. I think at this point I'll just go to bed early this time, get money so I can. Oh wait. I'm changing what I'm investing in, because this is no longer a definitely better thing. Maybe investing in silver would be better, or getting an extra amount of items that I can import, or just getting more money from the shop. Then this one I can't do. Which I suppose maybe that's something I should do, is grab the gold out of here and export it. So how much do I need to export? I think it was 200 total. Yeah, 200 total. So I need, excuse me, 124. So let's do that. It's 124. Leaving me with 41. Those in there. Still have all this charcoal. I'm just going to export this charcoal as well. Like, I could set something up to put it in somewhere in the system, but it's just easier to export it. Turn more wood into charcoal, I guess. Alright, this is all... Oh, is this full still? Kind of. Once again, we're out of wood. Kind of out of wood. There we go. Let's just grab all of this. Toss it in where it needs to go. There we are. Alright, now we're ready to sleep tonight. Now, did I get enough from sales to make the investment? 28,000, looking good. 20,000 should be enough. If not, I think I can get another 2,000 from a mailbox. Okay, so tier 1 ingredients are worth 2. So they're worth half of what I would import them for. So if I were able to make 24 of them every 4 seconds, so 6 times 2 would be a 12 gold profit per second, I suppose. Because, yeah, 6 of them. No. 6 of them selling for 2 would be 12. But it takes 4 seconds to get that. So that'd be 3 gold per second. Might not be worthwhile. Compared to, you know, how much is this worth? 78, 60, 56, 125 potions, I think, sell for, well, except for the tier 1 potions. The tier 2 and tier 3 potions sell for a lot more. Everyone's getting a bunch of experience. Cecil is getting a little bit more than everyone else. Alright, new day. Let's check out here. So investments. This would be a really good one for getting me to spend more money. This would be a good one to be getting more money, and customers would get more experience. This one just give me another 3,500 a day. And customers buy up to 5 more potions every visit. Have to start making more potions to keep up with that. And then, of course, silver and the other thing. Silver probably wouldn't be bad. That'd allow me to upgrade from copper. Or more bottles. And being able to buy more stuff. I think I'm gonna go with this one to be able to buy silver. And also I need to turn off the bottling machines. Stop that. And stop that. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I would be wasting stuff on bottles again. Let's consume one of those to boost my speed. Gonna buy that potion right there. Yes. Yes, you are. I have room for that one. Okay. Let's put all of that away for the moment. And we'll go through this again. Luckily, you know, I just did the basic stuff. So we're gonna do that. Gonna fill this up. Two go there. And the same on this side. It is a bit odd, though, how I'm putting in an even amount of sticks, and yet I'm still finding one stick left over at the end of everything. Maybe sometimes I am just adding odd numbers of sticks to it. I don't know. Alright, so grab our bottles here. I've never upgraded this. Probably because I haven't needed to. Not really. Get stuck on the sign. On. Go. Alright, so the next the next expenditure is going to be probably these two items here. Probably the grower first, and then the summoner crate. Furnaces. Again, I want to make use of this right now, but I just don't have the money. I need to wait another day or several other days before I can expand on it. Alright, other than that, I need a tier 3 potion with preferred flavor, which is... I've forgot that I was making them, or wanting to make them. It was... Deep Slumber, I think. So Life, Mind, and Death. Let's just go ahead, go out here and harvest a bunch of those. Because I can find a bunch of that pretty easily. Life stuff is right here. Mind stuff is in the quarry. Let's find a good spot here. This'll do. That's probably 50. There we are. And then death is also found in the old woods. So back up this way again. We'll grab a bunch of plants that are sitting around here somewhere. There we are. Oh, there we are. Plenty. Teleport home. And these are just for turning in. So I can do just normal bottles. Do that. So there's life. Poison. Or death. Mind. rest of this we can export. Well, some of it can. We'll keep the rest of it though. No, basic stuff goes in here. Okay. Yeah, these are with preferred flavor. Awesome. It's gonna be a shame to tear all of this down to rebuild, but that's okay. That's, you know, that's kind of how it is. You get better ways of doing stuff. You make the line of progression. I wonder, like, what all am I going to use this for? So, again, sorry, I'm just. Oh, there's more stuff in these. Oh, because I left some iron in here. Okay, oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's put that back in there. Apparently I had one tier 3 bottle left in the making somewhere. That's okay. Is there anything else though? Like, I suppose not, because this just is ingots and glass. There's nothing else that it's used for, but that's basically 5 different things. And as far as things go, ingots and glass, of course, are used to make the potion bottles. So, furnaces are going to directly go with the bottles that I want to make. Also, what did I invest in? Silver? Yeah. Okay, so silver is another increase of 4. Probably another increase of 8 for the bottle itself, for selling it. So, am I making this like a better profit? Again, I'm coming back to this. I think I am. Like, I'm pretty sure that the multipliers apply to the bottle as well. So when I get my 200% markup for the shop sales, the amount of profit that I'm making should basically triple. So I think it's worthwhile. Right now we're just gathering up the potions to be able to take to Meg. But I'm not sure if it's going to be done in time. It might be. Hopefully. And sorry for having to keep checking this. I do want to check on the potions that I have in store. So a lot of them are going to be needing a remake. I don't need to make any more charisma potions, but I probably will, just because I don't remember what ingredients are. Probably red and white by the color. But it's only because they're not buying any of those potions. Or I should say, only one person is buying them. Now, are stocking our supplies here. The glass is full. So maybe... Oh, you know what? That's probably why this is now at an odd number, is it is only sending one, but it's trying to send two. Okay. That makes a little more sense. In that case, let me head back to the mines. I say the mines, the quarry. I'm a little sad that I don't get to go to the gold mine. Like, come on, Tully, let me go into the gold mine and get a few things. And I haven't tried to ask him, but yes? No, nothing. I also haven't tried to just walk into the gold mine, which I think is over here. Like, this looks like it's probably the entrance to the gold mine. But, oh well. I don't want any more copper, though, I just realized, because I'm going to be upgrading to silver. So I should probably go over here and mine up the silver. And other things, of course. Over here's the silver. Over in the ancient ruins is a bunch of different materials. And there's not much silver here either. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between silver and rock. Like, these are silver, but the one over there is rock, I think. Also, there's a ton of brain fungus I could probably be gathering. But no, not yet. Alright, I keep hitting that button for my inventory. Let's head back to the shop, see if I've gotten enough for the quest. And hopefully we'll just go talk to Meg real quick before the day is over. There we are. All 50 potions. Lucky they're not fussy about what type of bottle they're presented in. And off to the bog. Hello, Meg. I have returned. With 49 and 1 potion with preferred flavor. You impress us yet again. Zelda has taught you well indeed. You should not trust everything that little witch says, however. So far you've done exceedingly well, little juicy one. But I'm not convinced just yet. You clearly master the subtler arts of mixture brewing, but it matters little if you cannot show me power. Only when you show me you can brew the strongest of potions will I truly be impressed. Let us see how you fare. 50 potions of mighty power rating. So, mighty power rating, I believe, is 10. So let's have a look. Yeah, I need to get a potency of 10, which means it's going to be a tier. Oh, is it going to be a tier 3? Probably. Yeah, it's got to be, because the highest anything goes is 4. So, okay, I can technically still do it. Um, I would need dream sacks, which I don't know if I have any currently. Did I have something over there? No, I moved it back over here. And the problem... Okay, so it's going to need one of these. The problem is that most things, I think, are going to be unstable. So I need 2 ingredients that are stable. Dream sack itself is not unstable. Okay. So the dream sack, the sample, and these other ones are unstable. So I need to harvest 50 dream sacks, which in itself is going to be a little difficult. Just because those are aggressive plants. So I will need 50 of those. I already have 50 samples. And then I need whatever else I've got hanging around. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so that's gonna be for the next session, I think, because that's gonna be dangerous. I might get knocked unconscious during the attempt. And so several days might pass. I want to make sure I have the potions I want on the shelf. I want to make sure that there are some actually being made while doing so. Speaking of which, I should probably do my imports. So this time we're going to start importing silver. And I should have enough money still. More sandstone. More sticks. And then the ingredients I need. 4 of those. Goes 4 of these. I think that's what I needed. I think that's what I did last time. 44332. And if not, then oh well. Maybe also one of each of the basic ones, just in case I get around to making the basic potions. That's going to be 9,600. more than the current coins I have. So as long as I make, 1,000 coins overnight, which I've already gotten that, which I should be able to do. So, what all is running over here? Nothing at the moment. So let's just end the day. See how we did during the day. There we are. Plenty of money to pay for my exports or my imports. All right, still make 13,000 earnings. Everyone gets their experience. A couple people level up. And then I think that will be it for the night. Still having tons of fun with the game. Um, my only problem with it is that while streaming it, I can only play it for about 3 hours a week. At least to make progress. I'm still playing a lot of this off stream, just making potions, selling them, uh, just as a kind of a mindless grind, just to while I'm watching a video or something, that sort of thing. Um, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Um, Definitely gonna be still playing this next week. So yeah, I guess I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.